It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Renee Lynn, and I am super excited to be here, welcoming everyone from our global community, whether you are in North America or whether you are across the world in our Pacific Asia countries. I'm super excited to have you here. I want to welcome you to this presentation for 3 International. I have 3 amazing guest panelists that will come on at the end of my presentation, so don't miss out. Very excited to introduce you to Trina Wilson, retired pro athlete, Carmen Sandoval, executive recruiter, and Rachelle Gage, an entrepreneur from North America. So very exciting, you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and tell you about 3 International. So what brought me here to 3 International was not only the entrepreneurship platform, but the incredible products that changed my health and the health of many of my clients. I'm a health and wellness professional for the past over 20 years and an entrepreneur for over 38 years. I can't believe it's going to be 39 years here in June. But I love the fact that 3 is a company that is innovative. Like when I look at making an investment in a company and getting involved in a platform for entrepreneurship, things that interest me are timing, innovation, unique products, a compelling company story, and 3 has all of that. So at 3, we are an incredible collaboration of leaders that have come in from top platforms from around the globe. We have incredible leaders like Kim Hui leading our marketing in the field. Daniel PQ, I'll tell you about him in a minute, our CEO, and just incredible people like Dr. Dan Gubler that heads up our science. And that really is what makes 3 International very, very unique. Daniel PQ, our CEO and founder, he is a vibrant human. He is in his 40s. He has built other platforms and companies, and he just brings incredible vision to our industry. Dr. Dan Gubler Chief Science Officer and, Caltech trained organic chemistry, incredible background. And he really, formulates, explores, curates our products. And Troy Moore, very well known in our industry and very he's got the distribution all dialed in, and so things are seamless here at 3 International. So, what our platform is called Cross-Border Social E-commerce, and that's literally where in 14 different countries we launched on one day. And I was able to share into several different countries, people that I knew here in the US that had family, friends, and business in other areas. And so, literally, one cross-border platform that goes into all 14 of our countries. Very simple share and business build globally. The people that we are attracting here at 3 are people that, number one, are business minded. They like freedom. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 24 years old. I've always set my own standard, my own pace. I like to work hard, but I also enjoy playing hard. I like freedom to be with my family. And that's what really attracted me to the global platform. Also, better health and wellness. I started using the products, and I've used supplements and you know IV therapy and all different kinds of things to heal some conditions, some autoimmune and toxicity conditions that unfortunately impacted my health about a dozen years ago. And there were really, when I started using this product line, it was so impactful, like it changed things quickly. And I know there's a lot of people out there that they just want better health. They want to know that the products that they use are, they can really trust them. And that was really important, not only for my own health, but also as I shared them out through my wellness clinics in Northern and Southern California. I wanted to be sure that whatever I put my name on, I could really stand behind. And that's really why I chose 3 for my business partnership also. And people, I love our community here. Like, I have met the most amazing people. The 3 ladies that you're going to hear from at the end of this Zoom they've become incredible friends. And I really didn't know all of them. I knew Carmen, but Carmen was a client, so we didn't know each other like we know each other today. So that really encompasses 3 and what you have here. Our wellness approach is unique. There's no way that we can live in the old paradigm. And, I think if nothing else, the past 4 years and 5 years have really taught us that we have to be proactive about our wellness. It's not enough to wait until you're sick to go to the doctor. We have to be working at that foundational level. It's not enough to just, eat food and hope we get our vitamins, because you're not. We have to have specific technology. We have to be able to absorb our nutrients. And we have to really work at that foundational level where we're cleaning up our gut health and we're supporting our immune system. And we are foundationally using things like whole foods, plant-based nutrients, phytonutrients, and we're changing our lifestyles. And so that's really what 3 is all about and brings to the table. Now, one of the things that really attracted me here was the fact that the advisory board is all volunteer. So a lot of companies, we know people pay for names and credentials, and we just don't have that here at 3. Like, this whole advisory board comes from incredible medical schools. They implement this in their own practice. They're here to advise our chief science officer, and they just bring a lot to the table, and they're global. So it's just really exciting to see what we are creating. So earlier when I said I look for companies that are innovative, compelling, the timing is right. Like, if you look at the health and wellness space, people want to know that the products that they are getting have clinical studies, have third-party testing. We come from a society that is much more educated on what they're putting in their bodies. They don't want just any old ingredient. They know that we need clean products. They know that our environment has to support our systems or we are going to get sick. So that's where 3 is very unique. We do not do any white labeling here. We do all our own exploration, curation, absorption. So what, again, the most unique part of 3 International is our 12 absorption and delivery systems. And because of all the clinical studies and our just our science, we are able to have all of our products in the PDR.net. That's the physician's desk reference here in America. That is the gold standard of where doctors go to find what they want to recommend. They know that everything is studied and that they can put their name on that. And so very unique to a nutrition and supplement company is the fact that we have third-party clinical studies. And that's also what really, makes it so that we can be in a guide like the PDR that is so well recommended in the health community. So our cellular absorption study is going to show where our products, a typical supplement is going to absorb somewhere around 10 to 15%. Our products are going to absorb at 4 to 9 times that. So incredible absorption. So if we can't get that nutrient to absorb into our cells, we don't benefit from it. And we're buying things and spending our good hard-earned money and not getting anything for it. So I don't want to just get 10% of something I purchase. I want to get 40 to 90%. So our epigenetic study, again, very unique. I love that it really outlines the gene expression. We know today that 96% of our health outcomes are really related to lifestyle. And if we choose to make lifestyle changes, we're going to have better lifestyle outcomes. Like we're not going to be in the hospital and sitting at the doctor's office. We're going to be out golfing and walking and with our families. So that's really our epigenetic study. I love, simple things like the IL-6 gene for inflammation. We can downregulate that by 1,200%. Just think if the inflammation in your body went down by 1,200%. We have our superoxide study. So lots of things to look at, and whoever invited you to this can get you those studies. Now, we have 6 simple wellness guardians, and this is where it comes to that innovative, proactive wellness, and the fact that our absorption technologies are able to put a lot of good stuff in a small format, and it simplifies your life. Like I love that instead of taking the 25 bottles of supplements that I used to buy at my doctor's office, I literally take these 6, you guys. I absolutely simplified my life, simplified my budget. So with Vitalite on the left, that is our daily wellness pack. Like there's so much packed into there. You're going to get your probiotics, your omegas, all of your, vitamins D and C and all the goodies, your zinc and all the stuff you need, and might be taking separately your calcium. All of your vitamins are whole foods too. You can take all of this on an empty stomach. So that really spoke to me about the quality of the product line and the ingredients. No fillers, no binders, no synthetics. So love that. I take the daily wellness pack first thing in the morning. I go out, I walk my Labradoodle, come back in, and then I grab my immune supplement, which is number 3. Number 2 is Revive. So I was diagnosed about 12 years ago with autoimmune symptoms and Hashimoto's, and I also had some severe toxicity, and that really dialed back to some gut health issues. And I ate a high fish diet, but I was inflamed. I would wake up in the morning, and my fingers would literally, like, I'd have to slowly open them. Revive has been a game changer for that. I love all the natural ingredients that we package into our delivery system, and boom, we send it right into your body to be absorbed. The immune supplement, fantastic for gut health, for allergies. It's got all the good stuff that you need to keep your immune system strong. And of course, 80% of our immune system is in our gut system. So we have to have a healthy gut. So between the probiotics over in the Vitality pack and Purify, the next supplement, the green one, you're going to have better gut health. So what's in there is all kinds of things that I used to take separately, like milk thistle and dandelion root, kelp, psyllium, all these things that really impact the processing and cleansing of our bodies on a daily basis. I don't know if you know this, but between 1 and 3 every morning, your body goes into kind of janitor mode. So your liver, your kidneys, your colon, your lungs, your skin, they're all trying to clean up the day before. And so Purify is helping it. Eternal is something I used to get intravenously. When I got toxic, I had to have infusions of not only my vitamins, but also glutathione. There is this has worked fantastically, so much better than my IV therapy. I love it. I drink it. It's superfruits, glutathione, high levels of resveratrol, CoQ10. It's super heart healthy. And also, I think of it as my fountain of youth, like literally. Those superfruits and antioxidants are turning back our clock, you guys. Collagen is, it is the hottest trend in wellness. It really is. So many collagen products on the market. Very important. There's a couple of key features if you want collagen to actually work for you. Number 1, it's got to be liquid. Number 2, it's got to be marine. Number 3, we have a special process where we break down those large molecules. We make them little so you can actually absorb it, and you only have to take it for 10 days. So again, we're all about simplification. So we're going to simplify your life. Instead of taking that collagen every single day, you're going to take it for 10 days, cycle off 20 days, take it for 10 days, cycle off 20 days. You're going to see it in your gut health, in your joints and mobility, and you're going to see it on the outside. So we know that the outside is an inside job. When we have a healthy inside, we have amazing skin, hair, nails. And very, very exciting is our Visage collection. So this is the beauty side of our business. So we've got health and we've got beauty. So the Visage collection is very unique in that it's got a quorum sensing technology. And so I am not a scientist, but I think of quorum sensing as all the bacteria is talking to each other. And what we don't want to do is get rid of all the bacteria. We want to keep the good bacteria, and we want to, obliterate the bad bacteria, and we want to keep the pH levels of the skin. We don't want to strip the skin. That is what this trifecta of goodies does. We have a very hydrating cleanser. Like, I've never used a cleanser that feels hydrating. Like, it's almost like you're putting a moisturizer on your face. And so it is cleansing, and it is not stripping the skin with harmful ingredients. And so I love the cleanser. I next spray the toner. I love the fact that you spray the toner and then you can just pat it on. And then the super serum. Now, the super serum is a neurocosmetic, and that is next level anti-aging. So, we know that the anti-aging industry is always trying to up level, but this is literally where we have a unique delivery system called a molecule shuttle, and it is shuttling all those molecules in the skin care serum right into the cell. And from there, it is taking a connection, like a little path, all the way up to the neurotransmitters of the brain, your DHEA, your dopamine, your serotonin, your feel good response. Like, literally, I feel more productive on this, and my skin is glowing. I get all kinds of compliments. So that is our collection of both our 6 health products and our 3 beauty products. So What Three offers also is a very turnkey business system. Super, super simple. For me, I was coming from the brick and mortar space. So I'm used to having to, have a office and inventory and all of my money in inventory and not in my bank account. And so I love the fact that we have a simple system here. So whether you are adding this to an existing business model, maybe like me, I took my businesses from the brick and mortar space into online telemedicine, telehealth. And so I meet with my clients from wherever I'm at. Today, I'm in the San Francisco airport, but I'm able to do this business from anywhere. And they provide the platform, the back office. They keep track of everything. Literally, you can go in. You've got all the tools to start your business. Now, we get paid in several different ways. And so there's a bunch of different options, and you don't have to do any of them, or you can do all of them like I do. I love all of them. So first and foremost, there's a lot of people that just want good products to retail. And you may want to stock those in your health clinic or your fitness business or, just wherever you are at, or maybe your beauty business, and you can do that. I suggest a much more seamless way of not having inventory and simply using your QR code. You have a back office here, and you've got a website that the company gives you. It's $30 per year, so simple. And people can just, you can refer products, they can scan the products, purchase the products, and boom, tomorrow you get paid. How good is that? We have introductory bonuses. Like most people are going to grab a package. So I'm all about, when you get started on any kind of health or beauty regime, we've got to have that 90 days to 180 days to really see those great results. So our introductory bonuses, we've got commission overrides. That's literally where we work as teams. Like I love team building. I love supporting people. I love systems. We have all of that here. We have an incredible app. And then we have what's called referral matching bonuses. And literally it's like talent acquisition. Like I have so many friends that are business owners. And when I bring in a friend or a business partner that goes and gets to it and starts their business, I get a bonus for that. We have our global pool, and I know that our founders pool is coming to an end. We'll talk about that tonight. We go on amazing trips. Like we have about 2 more weeks to qualify for these trips. And what I love about our company is they give us options. They don't say you have to go to Cabo. Like I can pick either Cabo or Vietnam. So that's super exciting. And if you're in our management level, 6 star and above, we have an incredible France and Monaco trip coming up. So those are just kind of some of the fun things that we get to do together. Simple. You have two options here. You probably saw some products that you were like, yeah, I could trade out my 10 bottles for that one product, or I probably need to get started on all of these. And so you can just become a retail customer, grab the link of the person that invited you to this, and get your products ordered. But what I really suggest is taking step two, and that's where you're going to be a member. You are going to, whether you decide to build a business or not, first of all, you're going to pay wholesale. That's important to me. It's like Costco, except much less expensive. I couldn't believe my Costco membership this year, but it's $30 annual fee, and you're just going to pick a package. So we've got some intro packages. Maybe you want some wellness products. Maybe you love those beauty products. Very simple. We've got our premium pack. I love our premium pack because you get started on one of everything. And that's so important to try everything, especially if you're going to refer things to people. We have our business builders pack, a little more product, a little more bonuses. And, all of these are going to give you a savings somewhere between 5 and 15% below our retail. And then our founders pack. Now, with our founders pack, you're getting about a $5,000 value. You are You are active with the company for the next 11 months. You get a lot of product. I know that there's two options with the Founders Package. You can get the one with all the products, or you can just choose the wellness products, but you're only going to pay $2,800. Now, what is this going to give you? It is going to give you a 2% revenue share in the company. And so, with that, every week we take 2% of the global revenue and we split it up between all of the founders that have 5 or more customers. And so, just our company has, in the first 19 months, we've done $135 million in sales. We are global. We are number 16, I think, in business for a home, and just lots and lots of great things happening. So with that, be sure that you get back together with the person that invited you to this presentation, and they'll share with you more. But before we go, I told you about my 4 guests, and I'm super excited to have everyone here. And I want to introduce Carmen. She is from the San Francisco Bay Area. She is in executive recruiting. She's like me, man. We've seen it all in Silicon Valley from the bottom to the top, and we've seen a lot of companies, and she knows a good company when she sees it. And the first week that I made my presentation, she was like, I'm in. So, Carmen, welcome.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks so much. That was good information. I always learn so much from you. And I met Renee probably over 10, 11 years ago as a wellness and functional wellness professional. So I always love her research. I follow her on social media, and that's where I started seeing her post these before and after pictures of people who were getting healthy with their all walks of life, all age demographic. I was just impressed. And then she said she was coming into town and she hosted a very similar Zoom meeting like you're on right now, but it was in person. And I started talking to people. I'm like, is this even real? Like, people had gone through really challenging radiation situations. You couldn't even tell that they had done so, and they were just looking happy and rested. And at the time, I was working like 60 or more hours a week because I love what I do in terms of executive recruiting. I've helped several companies go public or get bought by larger companies like Google, and the companies I've helped have been worth between $5 billion and $25 billion or more in dollars, US dollars. And so when I'm looking at companies, if I'm going to help them or if I'm going to join them, I'm looking very carefully at the leadership. And I'm looking at the problem that they're solving. Is it a problem that can really be solved? Is it something I'm going to win at? Is it something it's going to be worth it? And after talking to people and after joining I invested as a founder because I'm like, wow, this really makes sense. You can't really be a founder in most companies in Silicon Valley without putting a lot of money forward, like thousands of dollars. And this was a very small amount of money compared to other things I've been looking at. So with her research and with me meeting people and knowing that I needed to kind of up my energy and my health, I'm like, this really made sense to me. And so now that I've been with 3, meeting additional people throughout the country and actually internationally, I think that I'm really excited because I'm bringing something very valuable. I'm just taking the products myself, and I find that now I am sleeping well. I don't have hip pain. Like, even this morning I felt funny. I told my husband, I think I slept funny, and I took a couple of a Revive because I didn't want to take Advil or Tylenol, and I felt immediate relief. So it was, again, we don't claim any medical claims. I'm just telling you my experience. But, I'm a UCLA alum, and I worked for Stanford University for over 10 years. So research is so important to me. I really like when people lead with science and facts and research. So I love our white papers. I like our medical board of directors. I mean, it's very fascinating to me, and I learn a ton. So that's part of what I've been experiencing, partnering with 3 and sharing in the success. I do love meeting people in person, especially because I'm totally burnt out of Zoom. I don't know about you guys, but I got to see Renee for dinner last night with 2 other business colleagues, and I'm looking forward. I think we're having a conference in June. And I look forward to seeing everyone there. So yeah, I mean, keep doing your research, talk to the person who invited you. It's very fascinating. You're going to learn a ton.
Thank you so much, Carmen. That's amazing. My next guest is Rachelle Gage. She is an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, and I just love her energy. She is all over the place, and she's always calling me from LA, Salt Lake City, San Diego. And Rachelle, tell us a little bit about why you joined Three.
Hi, yes. So, sorry, my lighting was good and not now. So I'm in my car, and yes, I am everywhere, and I traveled around the world, 50 countries plus. Little bit about me and my background is I've been in the health and wellness field pretty much since I grew up, going to naturopath doctors, drinking all sorts of concoctions. My mother was, I grew up on a farm in Idaho. It was all about, just of the earth. So, health and wellness, a massage therapist for 20 plus years. Then I went into functional medicine, worked for doctors, chiropractors. And then I had my phlebotomist and was delivering IV nutrition therapy, which is what, you know, when I looked at the products, I was actually a Lyft driver. I'm a Lyft driver on the side because I like to talk to people, and it's a great way to just make a little extra money in on the side. But really, my passion was health and wellness, and it wasn't until I got sick myself and just business yeah, just stress of a big corporation and business and my husband's business. And I was like having just my health was awful. And I'm like, this is not me. I don't feel like myself. I feel like I'm like this old aging person. And so when I picked up Jasmine, one of our ambassadors from the conference in Salt Lake, I had 8 minutes to take her to from the airport to the hotel, and she was telling me about health and wellness, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm familiar with that, and dropped her off. And 8 minute conversation piqued my interest because of the absorption, and I've had issues with absorption, iron deficiencies, anemia, you name it. Like, I was taking pills and it wasn't doing anything for my body. So I know good products, and I would rather go get an IV and sit there for an hour and a half and get my vitamins all in at once for the whole month. And so when I looked at the science, I was really impressed with the clinical trials, the science, and I'm a science girl. Like, I want to know where my stuff comes from. So that was pretty important. And the flexibility to travel, I take it anywhere and everywhere. I drip it along and I drizzle it along my busy life. I travel with my husband and his work, and we have 7 kids blended between the total of us, and I'm busy, and I need something that just fits in my schedule. So I was praying for something that would put me back in this industry. And so I'm super grateful for Jasmine and for Renee and everybody scooping me up. And I didn't have a perfect plan, but what I did have was determination. And every single day I wake up and take a small steps, and it's paying off. And my husband is losing his company, and we're going to be left with 0. But I'm not afraid, because I know what I'm building in 3 is going to replace his income. And that's pretty powerful to be like, yes, it's going to be okay, babe.
Thanks for sharing that, Rachelle. We all go through difficult times. I've certainly been through mine. I lost my companies in 2009. So totally get it. Thanks for being vulnerable and sharing. My last guest is Trina C. Wilson. She is a retired professional women's basketball player. She is tall. She makes me look short. And I love her. And if there's anything that I love here about Three International, it is truly our community and the beautiful people that we meet along the way. Trina, welcome, and tell us what brought you to Three International.
Excuse me. Hello, everyone. Thanks, Renee, for inviting me to this call. Let's see. A little bit about me. I'm 6'4" without my heels. So yes, super tall. I've been tall all my life, so I don't know anything else. Um, but what brought me to three was some issues that I was having with my knees. And I am a former basketball player. I also coached college Division I for about 4 years, and I'm currently coaching now. I coach high school varsity girls outside of my current real estate gigs. I'm a realtor licensed in California, Georgia, and in Florida. So I keep a pretty busy life. I work remotely um, for the last over 10 years, which that remote job in software ended December 2023. And coming into that, well, my contracting job would be renewed like every 6 months. So I knew at some point it would come to an end. And that particular job, I was with this company for 6 years. So renewed contract every 6 months. I needed to get some things under my belt that I can kind of fall into. I always wanted to do real estate, so I started, making movements to position that. And then I was having some issues with my knees. The wear and tear from basketball for me, playing professionally, playing semi-professionally, and I'm from New York, so playing in like West Fourth Street tournaments and at the Rucka, so all of those big street ball tournaments, it can really do a number on your body in general, but definitely, these needs of mine and having knee surgeries from college as well. So just over the years, the wear and tear. When I came into this, a friend of mine invited me to a networking event that was at Renee's house. And I literally, at this point, had been dealing with inflammation in my knees it was going on 4 weeks. I had two knee sleeves on my knees. I wore some big leg pants so you couldn't see them when we're on calls. Renee mentions it because, yeah, I was struggling standing up and sitting down. And when you're 6'4", everything feels like it's low to the ground, every chair, everything. But when I watched the presentation and the first thing that stood out to me was the revise because of the issues that I was having. And when it spoke about the inflammation, I'm like, I need to try that right now, ASAP. And I did, well, after the presentation, of course, but I did. I tried the product. Within 3 to 4 days, my inflammation was down tremendously. I've always been into health and fitness, being a former athlete. Oh, I'm sorry, I was hearing something. But I've always been into my health and wellness, being a former athlete. But I'm more, I guess, my thought process in my health now is, all natural products. I do not like taking medication, either. So everything about three really intrigued me. The community is absolutely amazing. You don't really know about the community until you get in, and it's the support, the encouragement, being able to share my story on panels like this. It's just absolutely amazing. But the products themselves, I am for. I do take all of the products. The only thing I haven't tried yet are the two, the toner and the cleanser from the facial serum. But this platform, right? Being an entrepreneur, being, in real estate, after working, for so many years and my software job, I know I needed different streams of revenue under my belt, and then just loving the products, the community of this, and then seeing the platform as well. I just knew that I needed to incorporate this in my life. Like, what better way to share the experience that you're having with such great products, and then it be a business also, and the fact that this is global, right? I play ball overseas. I know many people. Can't wait till we launch in Europe. So just being able to connect with with people that I haven't talked to in a while. It's just been really great. The overall business platform products have been extremely great, and I'm truly, truly blessed and grateful for it. So thanks for letting me share my story.
Yes, absolutely. I love all of your stories, and I love that you're vulnerable and you tell things from your heart, all of us. And so I want to thank you for attending tonight, whether you are across the world or here in North America. We want to wish you a wonderful rest of your evening or rest of your Tuesday morning. And thank you, everyone, for being here. So, bye, guys.
Bye.